Okay, guys. So, today I saw a video from Punkdagod. He calls himself God. Okay, he say, "Ken got buffed," and I love it. Okay, I was extremely surprised. What this guy know, what I don't know, but we know. Um, so I was looking for this clip and searching for the argument that he say he loves Ken because he get buffed. Okay, and so these are 12 minutes, and I watched the full clip, and was searching for mechanics where he show Ken buffs. Okay, and I couldn't find anything. I don't know if this clip from Punkdagod is trolling or trash talk, or Capcom paid him money to talk this. So if someone say Ken got buffed and I love it, he means he is buffed and I love the buffs. So let's see where the Ken buffs are. Okay, so we begin at the start. We see here. First. I have to show you the Ken buffs. Okay, look at this. So these are the Ken buffs. I show you. So we have here standing hard kick, reduce knockback distance on crush counter, and increase knockback time on crush counter. This is pretty trash buff because standing hard kick has a startup from 14 frames. It's pretty slow. And at the moment you move forward, at the moment you move forward, you move also your hurtbox forward. I show you. So now I show you why Ken's standing hard kick is pretty trash. Look at this. Did you see what happened? Look again. Yeah, this means that if you make the standing hard kick for playing in neutral, look at this. This button is so trash. Why? Look at this. He moves forward. At this moment, his hurtbox is moving forward and he don't have even range to hit him. And look what happens. And now, in the recovery straight, his hurtbox is so far forward that, and the recovery frames are 26 recovery frames. Imagine, this is a half second. And look what happens. Bam. Okay? And why you give this button a better crush counter? Why? This button is trash. Imagine you have 14 startup frames and a time window of only 2 frames where you can hit the opponent, 2 active frames, where you can get a crush counter. And then you have 26 frames recovery. Imagine 14 frames startup, 2 active frames where you can make crush counter, and then 26 frames of recovery time. Imagine the small time window from the 2 active frames. In almost about 1 second time, you make almost 1 second time you have to make this move, and in this almost 1 second you have 2 active frames to get the crush counter. That's stupid. Okay, we look at this. So he do this. Okay, he tried to do the standing hard kick to get the buff relevant aspect. That's this here. I show you. Here, standing hard kick. He's trying to use the standing hard kick to get the crush counter. So, and I show you why standing hard kick is so bad. So, and now they are fighting. He's playing good normals, Casey. And look at this. Again, boom. You see how stupid this button is? What happens here? Even he don't get him on this range because it's still stubby. And what happens? His hurtbox moved so far forward that the opponent can easy, bam. You see it? This button is trash. Okay, whatever. So we look further and are looking for the buffs. So he showed a clip. This has nothing to do with any buff from Ken. Nothing. Okay, these are... Yeah.
Ooh, that's that nerf.
That's the nerf. This has nothing to do with the nerf. This is just the... I show you. This. If he make this move and he whiff, then the opponent's hurt box is extended. Okay? And if you hit the opponent's hurt box in the recovery state, this is standard. This can do every sweep. This has nothing to do with buff. But he say, oh, this is a nerf from him. We are talking about Ken buffs. And even if other would do this move, you could also hit him on the recovery state on the hurt box. Okay, and the strange thing is that he start the clip, his video with clips that has nothing to do with Ken buffs. And he's hyping it. So this is really strange. So we look forward.
Ooh, that's that nerf. Bro, this is Ken, bro.
Ooh, this is Ken, yeah. This can only do Ken, yeah. And this is a Ken buff, wow. Yeah, maybe Capcom paid me money to make this trash talk video. Yes.
My God, my favorite character.
Your favorite character, yes. And that's why we saw playing you Ken the last years. Yes. A lot of buffs. Wow. Let's look at the buffs. Ooh, standing hard kick. We will fish for this, okay? Crouching medium punch, reduce hitback. Crouching medium punch is already extreme stubby, right? You have to be stick in his ass so close that this has any relevance because the back medium punch is already extended and it's enough. You don't need it on hit, okay? So crouching hard punch, who's using this trash? Okay, from -4 to +2. You know how minus crouching hard punch is if the opponent block? Oh, you don't want to risk this button. So crouching medium kick, reduce hitback. Crouching medium kick is already so stubby. The opponent have to be very close so that the reduced hitback give you special possibilities which you don't have before. And if you are so close, you better use a light button with 4 startup frames instead of 6 startup frames. This is too slow. So, okay, now let's look.
We want to see how these buffs will take us into the competitive world of Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
And you know, the only way to find out is to watch the whole video.
Yes.
Also to like, comment, subscribe, and turn the post.
The only way is to find out to watch the full video. So look at this. I have looked the full video and analyzed every clip and I couldn't find a single clip to find out that Ken is relevant, okay? So we go to 1.22, nothing to do with any buff.
This could be bad for Lex.
There's nothing.
Baited me, I look like a goofy.
So we are waiting for any Ken buffs. So this has nothing to do with the Ken buff. This. He's hitting. Gets a crush counter. Okay? And look what he's doing. This you can also could do before the buff. Because this has nothing to do with this buff. I show you. Here. Reduced knockback distance has no relevance if you use V-Trigger 2. This has no any relevance. Okay? So we're waiting. He shows Ken gameplay and I'm waiting for any buff. So, where was the Ken buff? Nowhere. Okay, we go to the next clip. 132. Okay, we have already this. Okay, next is...
I like that.
So, Again, a clip without any can buff relevant mechanics. So I'm still waiting.
Okay.
So again, next. Again, a clip without any can buff relevant mechanics. So whatever, we are waiting.
Okay.
No can buff relevant mechanics. We look again. I really have to laugh. What is this guy talking about? Look at this. Okay, we look further.
Okay.
No can buff relevant mechanics, nothing.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Blah blah.
I'm in danger.
Yes, yes.
Oh, he thought I was going.
So this is also no can buff relevant because he's so close. I show you. Here, this is so close. This have no relevance, this buff. Crouching medium punch, reduce hitback. Have no relevance because this
Oh, he thought.
into back medium punch is already working before the last patch.
I was going. He thought I was going to shoot a
So
fireball.
the next clip without any can buff relevant mechanics.
Yeah, first round was kind of shaky. He was playing really good.
Yes, yes. So we are waiting. So what is this? There was a moment he couldn't use the buff, okay? But he don't need it because he's already in the corner. That means that this buff, reduce knockback distance on crush counter, is not relevant in this clip. And increased knockback time on crush counter is not relevant. And what is he doing? A bad combo. Okay? So he could do here much better combo. Okay? So why you talking about buffs if you don't even do good combos? Whatever. Bad combo. Okay. Till now I'm still waiting for any.
GG's Lex.
Okay.
Let's call it Lex.
I repeat again. Ken buffed and I love it. So we have 3 minutes.
Oh, that was some good games, bro.
Yeah, 4. It's a great. Yes, these were great games. Yeah, really great games. And I showed you so much Ken buffed relevant mechanics. Wow. So I put forward. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
Yellow.
Okay, let's see.
Ryan F is any
We are waiting again.
dash punch on Ken at all. No way. He's not
Nothing to do with Ken buff.
on Ken.
So why he show again clips where you don't see any Ken buff relevant mechanic? So what is this video about? About Ken gameplay or Ken buffed mechanics gameplay? What is this about? Okay, we're waiting. So this has nothing to do with this buff. Crouching medium kick reduce hitback because Ken is in V-Trigger 1 mode, okay? So if he do this, I show you, this, he's already extreme close and he can connect to the Light Tatsu in V-Trigger 1. This has nothing to do with the buff. He's already very close. This means this mechanic Ken could already do before the last patch. This, okay?
Masher.
So-
Ryan F is a masher. I'm keeping the fight clean and in the middle of the ring while he keep trying to take me to the corner. Look at this. He's a dirty fighter. I'm just trying to keep
Nothing to do with Ken
middle of
buff.
the ring.
mechanics, irrelevant mechanics, nothing.
Wow.
Wow.
What was that? That
So
was
we have
desperation, kids.
we have 5
I was
minutes.
struggling on the downhill
And
matchup, but,
what
I'm
is this
just
guy
trying to
talking
keep
about?
myself composed.
Yes, you are
Yeah, I
composed.
think that's fine.
Doesn't matter if you are composed. I'm waiting for can buff relevant mechanics
Dash punch on.
to see that you win the match because Ken is buffed. Okay? If you say you have buffed Ken and you love the buffs, then show me the buffed mechanics, dude. Okay, we're waiting.
He did another unsafe dash punch.
Look here.
He did another.
Can have absolutely no chance in playing neutral against Balrog.
Unsafe dash punch. Man, you're bugging.
Okay, YOLO. So, nothing.
Oh my god, bro. Can I stop
Raw hard Tatsu. Okay.
getting that?
So, what did he show us in this clip? Why he showed us this clip? Because the topic is Ken buff mechanics. So we have 6 minutes.
Conversions. Stop mashing, Brian. Why you keep mashing? I think that's only +1 though. Why is that not working? I'm
Yes,
I don't know,
I'm
Brian.
also
Stop
looking for
mashing,
your
Brian.
logic.
Numbers ain't everything.
Just like that. That's all there is to it.
So again, he's in V-Trigger 1 mode, okay? You see it on the burning legs. Look here. Okay? This into this works also before the patch, because this reduced hitback is so small. It is for other mechanics, but he don't show it. And not relevant in real. So, this has nothing to do with the buff.
I am the winner of the 3rd edition of Android Beat.
Yes, blah blah blah.
Why do I have
So-
that mistake so common?
We have 7 minutes and I'm still waiting for any Ken buff relevant mechanics.
Alright.
Nothing to do with the buff.
Thinking I got-
And look at the inconsistency from Ken. Look.
Alright. Oh, I
Okay.
keep thinking I got the Alpha V trigger.
Okay, that's okay. The upper V-Tray, whatever. So,
Alright, we can make the comeback. He's good? He's dead.
this is show because you to kill him you don't need this Tatsu. Yeah, you could have straight go into the hard punch, dragon punch, and into the critical art. So this is also not Ken buff relevant.
Why would he do that? I can't believe he tested my reactions.
Okay,
Oh my god.
raw Tatsu, why not? So this is also no Ken buff relevant mechanic because there is no crush counter.
Oh my god.
Look at this. Do you see what happens here? He is moving and he still don't get crush counter because the time window from 2 active frames in between of 14 startup frames and 26 recovery frames is so small. It's so hard to get a crush counter. Crush counter with such a slow button. A crush counter is good for example on Ken's standing hard punch or other characters which have hard buttons, but with much lower startup. Yeah? 8, 9, 10, it's okay. But a startup 14, this is too slow. And the recovery frames of 26 is so risky if you whiff. So, this has nothing to do with the Ken buff.
It finally worked out this time though.
And this also not. Also, no Ken buff relevant. He could have do here better combos. This is show. This is not effective.
Reactions, you can't do that.
He shows again clips and we have 8 minutes. And guys, I'm still waiting for any Ken buff relevant mechanics. Okay, we already explained
That's
this.
the nerf right there.
Nerf.
Right now,
Okay,
shoulder.
whatever.
Shoulder, we should tell him.
So, look at this. Look at the Ken inconsistencies. You see? He hit and the second don't hit.
Oh, come on, Ken.
So, we are waiting. Lord my fucking asshole. What is this guy talking about?
Okay, okay.
So, again, clip with where you don't see any. Look at this.
Okay, okay.
This you could also do before the patch. This combo. This is a combo.
Okay, okay.
This. And also look at the damage. What is this? It's a joke. Because if you hit with this crouching medium kick, you don't do on hit confirm light Satsu. Okay, maybe he try a Kosh counter, maybe he try a variation, but at this moment you do a hard Tatsu. It's much better. Or you do Fireball. So also, no buff relevant. Also a clip,
Ken,
not buff
bro, I
relevant.
don't know. I put my heart sweating.
So he says, "Oh, this is Ken." Yeah, what? What? Which Ken? From which Ken are you talking about? What Ken? From the buffed Ken? I didn't see any buffs.
Tears into
In your
my
gameplay.
man, Ken Dante.
Yeah,
They're literally my two favorite characters in one. You can't win.
Yeah, my two favorite characters. That's because we saw the last years that you played Ken on CPT because he is such a favorite character from you. Look, this was the only time where he could use a buff. And he didn't because he was not fast enough. Look
My
at this.
two favorite characters in one. You can't win.
Look at this. See? There's no confirm. No hit from confirm. Because this buff, crouching medium kick, reduce hit back on hit, is irrelevant. Makes no sense. For what? Because the button is already so stubby. You cannot work with this button. And you have to be extreme close and still fast to capitalize it. Whatever you can do. You see it here. He didn't use it. So, we have 9 minutes and we are still waiting for Ken buffs.
Nice. No one blocks that overhead.
No one blocks. Yeah. This overhead.
Block that overhead. I promise you that.
Yeah, you can block that. Look at the overhead. I show you. Okay, look how short range this overhead have. And he was already dead. If the overhead would have hit, he don't get anything out of it. Nothing. Okay? But he makes show here. Because the opponent is killed and then the overhead looks so powerful. But at the moment where he hit with the overhead, he get nothing. No positional advantage, no damage, no hit confirm, nothing. This overhead do nothing. It's just a bit damage you can get and it's very short ranged. This is faking show.
Blocks that overhead. You can't block that overhead. I promise you that is hard to see. It's like Kage. You can't block their overhead.
So guys, the show must go on. We have almost 10 minutes and we are waiting for Ken buffs. You see? This is the only thing you can really do well with hitting crouching medium kick. Going into AX Tatsu. You see? This is effective. But for this have no relevance. Okay, we are still waiting. Also, no Ken buffs.
Not getting away
Relevant mechanics, nothing. Look at this. This is can trash.
Oh my god.
Look. This is the only way where he got a bit time. Crush counter, look at this. Okay? And look what is he doing.
God.
He don't need to run. This means he don't even use the buff. Okay? So this is also not can, because this combo he could also do without this buff.
Oh my god.
Has no relevance.
Nope, you're not gonna mash on
So,
me.
10 minutes. I lose my patience.
Nope.
Bruh, come on. What? Oh no, Luck. Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Or he got lucky, I got. Well, nah,
So,
I wouldn't consider
guys.
myself lucky.
11 minutes and we are waiting for can buff relevant mechanics gameplay. Where?
Bruh.
Okay, bad combo. He could have do a crouching medium punch. I definitely see that he is not capitalizing can in most effective way. He's not doing. So, this is also not can buff relevant, okay? Because this, from hit confirm crouching medium kick into critical art, you can also do without this reduced hitback on crouching medium kick. So, we didn't see in 11 minutes any crouching hard punch relevant stuff, any crouching medium punch relevant stuff, any standing hard kick relevant stuff, any crouching medium kick he didn't use in some situations, and it has not really an effect in the gameplay. Nothing. Yeah, and he don't even show hard Shoryuken extended hitbox forward was no relevant. So, okay, let's see.
Go.
Yeah, grand finals. Let's see.
Nice. GG's. I honestly do think Ken is a very good character these days, and I
Are you serious, dude? Really? Are you fucking serious? Relevant? Did you show us anything from this that are relevant and game changing? Dude?
think that it's possible to play him in tournaments, but you just kind of can't play a matchup like.
Dude, I don't understand. Explain me. I have looked over 11 minutes and waiting for any can buff relevant mechanics in your gameplay. Maybe you have done here and there, but if you make a video about can buff, then you have to show the can buff relevant mechanics gameplay to showcase them.
Like that, because it's actually just too bad. I think he might have like 2 or 3 bad matchups that's
2 or 3 bad matchup because of this buffs? What is this crouching medium punch reduce hitback doing new in having only 2-3 bad matchups? This button is stubby. Crouching hard kick is extreme close. Crouching medium kick is still stubby. This Tatsumaki has no relevance if you get 30 from 50 damage if the second don't hit. What is this? This is trash. And extended hitbox forward, this is risky. If you get a crush counter. If you don't get a knockdown, you get a crush counter. This has no relevance. You cannot try to fish hard Shoryuken. This is risky button. Standing hard kick is too slow. What is this buffs are changing in any matchup?
kind of hard and you don't really want to play in tournaments. but I think that's about it. Other than that, I think Ken is viable. He's very good, and you know.
Ken is viable. He is very good. From what, dude? Explain me. I want to see you playing Ken in CPT. Yeah, I take you on word. I want to see you, and then I will analyze your matches to see where you use any of this game-changing buffs, and you showcased in the gameplay that these buffs have such a big impact on the gameplay why you win the match. Okay?
You know, I'll see y'all next video. Y'all don't know, I put my heart, sweat, and tears into my man, Ken Dante.
So guys, I don't know if Punk get money from Capcom. So I will stick on him and I will watch his matches and look for gameplay if he play Ken. And I have also watched other gameplays with Ken after the buff, and I couldn't see any gameplay relevant stuff with which are really game changing. So I think this is a joke. What is Punkdagod here talking about? Yeah, and if he say Ken is his favorite character, on some combos I could see that there are much better combos. So whatever, guys, that was genius for me. This Ken buffed, and I love it. This is a joke.